Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix for just $50 million. They laughed and said no. Today, Netflix is worth over $100 billion, and Blockbuster is gone. How did the biggest movie rental company in the world completely disappear, while a small startup took over everything? Blockbuster's dominance. At its peak, Blockbuster was everywhere. Over 9,000 stores across the world. Millions of customers walking in every weekend. For a lot of people, going to Blockbuster was not just about movies, it was part of their routine. You walk in, browse the shelves, pick out a movie, and hope it was not already rented out. But the real money was not just from rentals, it was from late fees. If you returned a movie late, you paid extra. And over time, those fees added up to billions of dollars. Blockbuster was making money not just when things went right, but when customers made mistakes. The Netflix idea, Netflix saw the problem. People hated late fees. They hated driving to stores. They hated when movies were out of stock. So Netflix did something different. Instead of stores, they mailed DVDs directly to your house. No lines, no pressure, no deadlines. You could keep the movie as long as you wanted and return it whenever you were done. It was simple, but it changed everything. The $50 million mistake. In the year 2000, Netflix made an offer. They went to Blockbuster and said, "Buy us for $50 million. Blockbuster did not just say no, they didn't even take it seriously. At the time, Blockbuster believed their model was too strong to fail. They had the stores, they had the customers, they had the brand. Why would they need Netflix? That decision would cost them everything. The shift. While Blockbuster stayed the same, Netflix evolved. They saw where the world was going, from DVDs to streaming. Now, instead of waiting days for a movie, you could press a button and watch instantly. No stores, no late fees, no friction. Everything became faster, easier, and more convenient. The collapse. Blockbuster could not keep up. They had thousands of physical locations, high costs, and a business model built on late fees. Customers started leaving, streaming took over, and in 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. Meanwhile, Netflix became a global giant. The lesson: the biggest companies don't fail overnight. They fail because they don't adapt. Blockbuster ignored change. Netflix embraced it. And that made all the difference. If you want to understand how billion-dollar companies rise and fall, subscribe to Capital Stories, because the biggest opportunities are often the ones people ignore.